All right, today we have a brand new beer from Sam Adams. It's their barrel-aged collection. Now we did their 13th Hour Stout, which is a Belgian dark ale before. Today we're going to be doing a red ale, kind of a sour ale, American wild sour kind of thing that kind of owns its roots to the Flemish country, the Flemish red ales, Flanders red ales and whatnot. It's called Stony Brook, and it comes in at 9% alcohol by volume. Part of their barrel room collection, as I said before. I actually picked up this bottle for like $6 on clearance at a local grocery store, so very happy to get it for that kind of price. Now they age it in oak barrels, and what they did was they had a beer called Cosmic Mother Funk, which is actually 10% ABV, and I believe they aged that in those oak barrels. It comes out to be 9%, so it loses a little bit of its ABV and its potentness, apparently. As far as the notes go, it says, in our barrel room we created Cosmic Mother Funk, an ale aged in large oak tuns that's blended in varying degrees in each of these beers to add a unique, spicy, fruit, and complex character. So there you go. We're going to pour it into a tulip glass. I'm expecting kind of a ruby red pour. I'm hearing a lot of reviews on this that it's a very bright red ale. And it is kind of darker red. Maybe not bright red, but definitely darker red. And I am getting, yeah, a dark, it is a dark red. It's not quite ruby red where you can kind of see through it, not very translucent. I'm getting a head of about 3/4 of a finger or so, and I'm already getting that tartness kind of, even from back here, very fruity kind of tart kind of smell to it. So let's get the aroma now of Stony Brook Ale from Sam Adams. Oh yeah, extremely fruit. Wow. Maybe a hint of citrusy, but just a very, very fruity red. Very, very fruity and very red, very sour kind of notes to this. Extremely tarty. Kind of smell, but that's what we're kind of expecting from a Flemish kind of red ale that this is. Not sure if I've done the style before. It's listed on Beer Advocate as an American wild ale. I don't know why. It's listed on Rate Beer as a sour ale, I believe, and Sam Adams kind of tries to market it as a Flemish red. So it's all over the place. It's more of a Flanders red ale from what I've experienced from those types of beers. Is very heavy, very tart, just very fruity. As far as the aroma goes, it's very potent, extremely potent. So let's get the taste now of Stony Brook Red Ale. Ooh, man, very Belgian-y. I'm almost getting a Belgian dark kind of taste to this, but it does have the more tartness than a regular Belgian dark. Very tangy on the tongue. I'm getting a taste of vanilla as well. I wasn't getting that with the aroma, but I'm getting it with the taste. Almost a vanilla kind of counteracting the just potent fruit kind of flavor. I have to admit, the Flemish sours aren't my thing. Now I do enjoy them a little more than I do the other types of beers that I don't like the saisons, the ones that I'm kind of thinking of, the farmhouse ales, which I'm just, the whole category just, it tastes like it. I think I said this before. It tastes like walking through a park and eating flowers. To me, is what saisons kind of taste like. This is more just fruity dessert kind of beer to me. Not quite my thing, but I'm trying to keep this in the context of the style, and it seems to be very good with the style. So I'm going to probably go ahead and give this a 7 out of 10. In the context of the style, 7 out of 10, meaning it just that the aroma just hits you like a ton of bricks. It's very, very potent, probably more so than the other Flemish reds that I've had, with the exemption maybe of the Supplication from Russian River, which I've had but never reviewed. Never reviewed a beer of this style, quite frankly, as I mentioned before. The taste, I like the vanilla kind of touch to it. Way too tart for my personal taste, but if you're into the tartness of the beers, this is a good example of the style. And the finish goes down pretty darn smooth for a 9% beer, so that's my reasoning for giving it a 7 out of 10.